Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Aaron, and today I'm bringing the new and returning players a build that will help you get through Tier 1 and finally unlock Tier 2 if that is your aim. So, this is the build that I used for the longest time until I unlock some of the better weapons. So, first of all, I do want to say that you've got to make use of the codex. The codex is going to tell you where you can find certain things, whether it be ships, whether it be tools for like gathering the resources that are on the sides of the coasts. And then you've got all your weapons and everything, and this will tell you where you can essentially find the blueprints for all these weapons. So as you can see in the right there, it says weapon can be purchased from Yanita Nara in St. Anne when the Honorless is available. And it'll say that for all of these things. It'll say maybe Blackwood, or you can be able to track a blueprint. So be sure you are making use of this codex. It's super, super useful, and it helped me find a lot of the blueprints early on in the game. However, let's get straight into the build. I don't like making videos longer than what they have to be. So here we go. The ship that I'm going to be using is a barque. If you do not have the barque, again, check your codex to where you can pick it up. If it's one of them limited kind of shop deals where it's on Yanita's cycle or it's on Blackwood's cycle or whatever it is, then this build will work for the snow. So you can easily put it on the snow with no worries, and it'll still do the same thing. Plus, you get the extra added bonus of the brace strength as well. So if we go manage ship here, we'll have a look at the weapons. So these are going to be really weird because don't forget, this is for the new and returning players. So there's no Nash cars or there's no Divine Thunders. There's nothing special apart from two weapons. So we've got the Twin Winch Ballista. How do you get this? It's in the Smuggler's Pass. You can easily get the Twin Winch Ballista in the Smuggler's Pass, and that is what we're using on the very front. If we look at the Smuggler's Pass here, you can see under Quartermaster, there it is. It's a rank 26, and you can pick up the Twin Winch Ballista from there absolutely for free. So make sure you check the Smuggler's Pass because there are some good deals in there. There are some good weapons in there, and make sure you check Blackwood as well because he also has some weapons which we will get into. So on the front, we've got the Twin Winch Ballista. Why do we have the Twin Winch Ballista? The damage that this thing does to weak points at an incredible distance is unreal. So this weapon could be charged twice as long for increased damage and range. You can stay completely out of the fight while everyone else is in the fight, and you can just pick off the weak points, which is going to do a mad amount of damage, whether that's to a structure, like a fort, or whether you're plundering, or you're taking out the guard towers, or you're going against ships. This thing is insanely accurate, and it will get rid of the weak points. Also, we've got the piercing damage there. Again, we've got no ascensions because this is for the new and returning players. And actually, you can see damage per shot. We've got 717, which is crazy good, especially for something that's accurate. And it can pop off weak points with that 248% weak point damage. Really, really good weapon. Give it a try. But now we're going to move on to the broadsides. As you can see, we're using the Zams. So the build that we're going for is a crew attack build. This is the build that got me through a lot of the content. I absolutely love crew attacks, and if you can build for crew attacks, the damage is unreal. However, when all the weak points are gone, you're going to want something that can do a different type of damage, because we can pop off weak points with the Twin Winch. When all the weak points are gone, you popped them all off, we now have something short range, which are the Zams. And these basically are the charge rate, increase the charge rate of the vulnerable effect by 50%, which is essentially crew attacks. And also it adds burning damage. Burning damage is a really good damage type that I feel like it is one of the best damage types. And when you are missing that weak point damage, a burning damage mixed with some crew attack vulnerability is going to be amazing. And this is all going to tie in with the furniture as well. Again, the other broadside, we're going with the Zams Freeze. These can be gotten at the blacksmith. If you don't have the blueprint, go to the blacksmith. He will tell you where to get the blueprint. I believe you can track the blueprint. Again, I can't show you because I've already got it. But the Zams are both sides. It's going to increase the charge rate of crew attack, and it's also going to apply burning damage. A lot of people are going to ask, if you're doing burning damage, then why aren't you using the sandbook? And honestly, the sandbook is good, but with the repair kit nerf, sustain has gotten a bit difficult. I'm not saying that you can't do it. If you want to use the sandbook, by all means use the sandbook. But I would save the sandbook for when you've got weapons like the Nash cars that can essentially heal you up. And also there is a cannon, a culverin, sorry, that basically heals you as well. But there you go, heliport. So that will also heal you as well. So you could have the culverins on the broadsides, and then you can have the Nash car on the front and the back, and it gives you so much sustain. It's really, really useful. But for this build, we're going Zam Freeze, and we're going Twin Winch Ballista. All of it is easy to get. And then on the back, this gun drops currently from Blackwood. It is in Blackwood. This is more of a flex slot. The reason I went for the Urban's Great Gun is because if I'm being chased, it's annoying to have to turn around and shoot my Zams at them. I'd prefer just to shoot this at them, tear the sails, because as you can see, we've got tearing free, and we've also got unison, which means all of the cannonballs fire at the exact same time, and it absolutely shreds sails. So if I'm being chased by multiple ships on my way to running away or sailing away, I can shoot this and the sails would just go down. But again, this is more of a flex slot, so you could have anything you want on here. It's completely up to you. You can have a bombard if you want. You do some explosive damage to any ships that are chasing you. Again, this slot is completely up to you. The back slot is not one that I use a lot, but when I am being chased, I do like having this, so I can just... There's something satisfying about just stopping them and not actually killing them. But that's just my opinion on it. Put whatever you want here. It doesn't matter. Whatever you've got access to. You can either go for the Basilisk 3 if you want, which is a culverin, which does the crew attack charge rate, and I believe it does piercing damage, so extra damage to weak points as well. So for the auxiliary, we've got the Little Grace 3, and again, you can craft this at the blacksmith, really, really simple. And this will basically, you can put this right next to you. You can shoot the boy right next to you. There will be a radius, and as long as you are in that radius, it will heal you up. It's a great little sustain to add to the Barque's already great sustain. Again, this one is vital. I think a lot of people ended up using this. Ignore the perks because the perks doesn't matter. I mean, I've got increased repair amount, but again, I was in the middle of building this, but the perk isn't needed. This is what a lot of us were using just to progress through to tier 1, and we used it pretty much from season 3 onwards. Next, we've got the armor. So the armor, we're going to go for Crimson Lotus. Why are we going to go for Crimson Lotus? Well, it's because of its ability. Increases broadside weapon damage and stamina recovery after a successful crew attack. So whenever you use your crew attack, your Zams will be doing increased damage, and your stamina recovery will be much higher. Any damage that we can get to them Zams, it's super, super useful. And we do have them damage mitigations there, explosive, flood, fire. We've got none for sail tearing, and then we've got piercing, and we've got electric. Again, they're decent. They're nothing to shout about, but they're decent. And then you've got, as you can see, rally using a crew attack increases broadside weapon damage by 33% and stamina recovery by 100% for the next 15 seconds. This one is tailor-made for the build that we are going for. Now let's look at the furniture. So the major furniture, you can only have one major furniture on your ship. And as you can see, we're going with the scrapper station. So make sure you check out the carpenter for where to get these furnitures. Also check out the codex as well. Always remember to check the codex if you are not sure. But after a crew attack, which we should be getting a lot of, this restores the hull health by 8,000, which is a crazy amount of sustain, especially for tier 1. And then next, we've got La Potence Schematics, which is extra damage to weak points, but also you've got the, I forgot his name, La Peste. His little minions, you can never see their weak points unless you have this on, and they do take a little bit longer to kill. It's the same with the La Peste fight. You will not see his weak points unless you have this on. And me personally, I just like the extra damage to weak points. I absolutely hate the La Peste fight. I will avoid that like the plague. Pardon the pun. But yeah, La Potence Schematics is really, really useful for this build. And next, we've got Botswine's Call. Again, Codex is your best friend. Increases crew attack damage by 10%. Absolute no-brainer. We're going for a crew attack damage build. Next, we've got the Botswine's Toll. I think one of these comes from Sherlock. Don't quote me on that, but I think one of them does. But this one increases crew damage by 7%, increases the charge rate of crew attack by 6%, and restores 5% crew stamina per second while out of combat. Absolute no-brainer for the build that we're going for. Next, we're going to add some survivability to the Barque. We're going to add beam supports, which is hull health, and armor rating, both by 7%. Really, really useful. Next, we got the Strange Elixir. This one might be a bit harder to obtain. I'm not sure how I got it, but it increases the crew ability range by 25%, while crew stamina is above 50%, increases crew attack charge rate by 15%, and reduces crew stamina depletion from bracing by 5%. If you do not have the Strange Elixir, you could go for something like, if we go down here, there is one specifically that I wanted to show you, just finding. So you could go Devil's Concoction. Again, check your codex for how to get it, because I'm honestly not sure. And this will increase the burning damage of your weapons, which are essentially your broadsides, your zams. If you don't have that, you could also go with Spiked Warhorn, which increases the charge rate of crew attack, allowing you to hit that crew attack even more, which means getting all them heals from your major furniture. Now, don't forget, guys, this is just part of shipbuilding. Next, you've got to look at the shipwright. And when you go to the shipwright, you need to upgrade your ships. This is very vital because you do get this 7th furniture piece, or is it the 6th? It's either the 6th, I think it's the 6th. You get the 6th furniture piece. As you can see, I've got 6. You won't be able to get 6 until you have actually ranked it up to about rank 4 or 5. But as you can see, this is where yours will stop, and then you get the extra one for ranking up your ship. So make sure you are ranking up your ship. It's extremely important to rank up your ship. You get the extra hit points, the extra cargo, the extra good stuff, all that. So as you can see, I can rank this one up, for example, and we get the increased hull health and all that. So I've got a nurse somewhere. If I can try to find my nurse, I might be able to show you a level, but I don't think. So we got the matriarch. If I rank this one up, as you can see, the hull health goes up, the brace strength goes up, and the base ship rank goes up. And if you look at this one, this is the brig. It's another healer, and to rank that up, you'll get hull health and brace strength. So all these level ups add to your survivability. So make sure you are not neglecting your ship. Make sure you are ranking your ship up because it is going to be needed. Now, in terms of materials, so I'm going to have videos coming out where you could get certain materials. I did do it for like season 2 or something like that, but I think it's time for a refresher to where you could get stuff like magnetite and whatever you need for ranking stuff up. As you can see, if we look at weight, we've got a bunch of magnetite, we've got a bunch of roselle cloth and all this good stuff, and I'll let you know in a future video. So make sure you are subscribing, and I'll let you know where to farm all that good stuff. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Hopefully this helps you out through tier 1 and into getting tier 2. This is the ship that I actually used to do the Ascension Mastery quest to unlock tier 2. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. You want to make your way back to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.